field is our commentator colleague, Benoit. You can see him. The reddish blonde guy with the blue and yellow, what's that called? Collar. He's coaching the Quebec team here. And now the Polish team enters with an enthusiastic flag waver.
That's the one thing you can always rely on the Poles for. Very enthusiastic with his flag waving.
Here you see,
I always enjoyed the show he gives.
yeah, it's nothing to have. You can see there are also quite some female marshals, female referees around the ring. And not only because this is a female competition, but we have female marshals doing all the work in other competitions too.
So this fight, Quebec versus Poland, Ukraine and Finland prepares.
Oh, one of the Polish fighters, slight problem there with the chin strap. We've got to make sure the chin straps are safe and the helmets are secure, just purely for a safety purpose.
Yeah, there's a lot of grappling involved. The helmet can come off.
This is and a lot accidental if his helmet gets hooked.
Yeah.
It's just not worth the risk.
So there are few solutions used to keep the helmet in place. There's one quite historical one, a strap on the back where the helmet is fastened to the back plate of the armor. And you can also have a modern solution like a chin strap, which many people do not like because when your helmet gets put off in a certain direction, it might choke you a bit. I never had this problem personally, but people tell me it's an issue.
With other helmets, I've had that problem, but not my new helmet.
Oh, Quebec
making
with
a quick
running.
run.
Good movement,
And-
actually.
And
We have a nice grappling match on the right. And I know Benoit is a great grappling trainer, so I expect some expertise from the girl from Quebec.
there's some nice exchanges of blows across then the far side on the left. The Poles seem to be on the ropes on this one.
Oh, and the grappling is successful for Quebec. And that's a great advantage
oh,
for 3
yes,
versus
and
3.
that's-
And it's all over. 3 versus 1 for Quebec.
That was fantastic. Very disciplined from Quebec. They've
And
just
see
proven why they're
how this one fighter decided this all on her own. Great match for her.
certainly. She picked her targets well.
Yes.
And that's half the battle in this, picking your right target. And not always the one that you think might be the easiest straight off.
But she worked for it.
She did.
Yeah. I would say it's like, especially in the bigger battles, it's like on a battlefield. You don't go in there and you look for a duel and you say hi and oh, let's do this. No, it's bullying.
It
You
is.
look for a
It's-
smaller, weaker guy who does not see you coming and you bring him down.
That's it. And making yourself bigger.
Yes.
You enlarge yourself, and if they step towards you, you step towards them, and it makes them stop and think.
Yeah.
As soon as you start going backwards, you're right.
So I think this was a surprise for the Polish fighters.
Yes. And here we go. The one with the last with the mace.
They have a lot of
Run it, she's
experience
running
too.
again,
Yeah.
and
There was the black helmet. I think this is Maya Olczak. I'm sorry if I'm not right. But she knows the sport very well.
the double-handed mace with the and the foxtail. She's really handy with that, and
Yeah. It's a weapon chosen well for her.
it certainly is. I'm quite liking one for myself, actually, watching her use it. And
Oh,
Yes.
again,
Oh, yes.
the
and again.
grappling is successful for Quebec.
Yes.
And now 3 versus 2.
Two.
And you get to know. Oh,
Oh. Oh,
what
not
for?
sure.
Hit?
Not sure what happened there.
Maybe hitting to the neck. It might be. Not quite sure.
We've got two and
But some
two and
violation of the
grappling.
rules.
And we're seeing the grappling, we're seeing the various trying to trip techniques coming in, putting behind, oh, dropped weapon, running back to get one.
And that's a long
She's
way in
gonna be-
armor. That's a long way.
That's a very long way to go back.
Don't envy her.
Rather her than me, that's for certain. Good on her for doing it, and she's back in. And
Oh.
the beauty is,
Yes.
she's
And the Polish fighters, they couldn't make
couldn't-
anything of this advantage they had. The 2 versus 1. Also, I see
Oh.
very good grappling.
Oh.
Yes, there it is, the good grappling on the Quebec side. And 2 versus 1. Again, I think Maya Olchak, the one left standing on the Polish side.
and when it gets like this, the second fighter can take the time and just pick the target.
Yeah, actually, what you can even do in this situation, you can take her and fall down with her, and then you have still
They've got one standing.
one fighter standing.
And you've seen the kicks to the shins
Yeah.
to try and unbalance. And there we go, just as you
actually
said.
what happens. Yeah, more by accident, I think, than by
Right.
planning, but it happens.
Oh,
Now that
I think it's just tangled bodies.
ah
Oh,
no, you were down. Come on. It's because
Yes.
you can bring somebody down and support like your arms on the body. That's allowed.
that's it.
But there is that 3-point rule. The moment when you touch the ground with something other than your feet.
That's it. And
You're right.
certainly your knee going on to somebody
Yes.
is the hand on the person, fair enough, but the knee. Yes, that was a well-deserved win for Quebec. Very
Yeah.
disciplined.
Discipline, great individual stuff.
And shows the
in grappling.
excellent training that Quebec's been doing and why they're
Yes.
actually a really good team, both in men and women.
I've been training with Benoit, and you see his work in the way
Oh,
the
certainly.
women fight. Very good grappling.
Next fight, 3 versus 3. Ukraine and Finland.
I have a
please
great
report to the left.
Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu Foundation. Great takedown training. And this is a good way to win these matches. Relying
Ukraine and
on your
Finland,
ability to
please
take somebody
report
down
to
with
the